Today I will share with you why I decided to stop watching the news as part of the no routine. More about that just after the amazing panoramic intro. Welcome to the Day One Journey, episode 72. Chi-ching. Yeah. Welcome to the No Routine, the place where I share with you what I don't do every day, maybe to inspire you to cut some things in your life that are not helpful for you, so you can put that amount of time and energy on the things that's really important for you. And today, why I decided to stop watching the news. Yeah, the news. You know what? I'll dive right in and ask you the tough question. When was the last time you saw something that was really helpful for you, really relevant for you, on the news about your life? I'll ask it again. When was the last time you saw something on the news that was helpful for you? And when I say helpful for you, I mean helpful for your day in and day out routine, life, relevant for your day-to-day life. Be honest here. Take your time. Last few years, I asked myself this question, and I just didn't come up with an answer. Do you have an answer? Specific thing you saw in the news that was specifically relevant and helpful for you. Be honest here. Really think about it. I hear the silence. I can relate. As I said, I had no reason. I had no specific example about something helpful I watched on the news. So this is what I'm sharing with you. Let's think about it. The news. What is it? People say, no, I want to watch the news. You might be saying, it's interesting. You might be saying, I want to know what's happening in the world. Well, let's dive into that question. This question, what's happening in the world? There's endless information. I don't know, watching 1 hour of the news every day, I don't think this is what's happening in the world. There's so much things. They decide for me what's happening in the world. Usually it's also the bad news. It's not the good news. It's just the bad news. I don't know what's happening in the world. Who said that what's happening in the world, that I need to know about all the wars going on between random countries that I have no control over? Who says this is what's happening in the world? Maybe it's the small stuff. Maybe it's maybe for me what's happening in the world is what happens with charity events about the specific subject that interests me. For me, again, just for me, the news is just random pieces of information. And you know what? It's not even information, it's perspective. It's random pieces of perspective of certain people. This is how they see the things without the context. Because when you speak about big things like war between countries, you cannot summarize it in a article of 10 minutes. You need to know the history if you really want to understand, if you really want to know what's happening in the world. And tell you the truth, I don't care as much. Wait, I'm saying to you, I don't care what's happening in the world? Well, that's might be the core thing here. That might be the core thing. Why I don't care? Well, to be precise, I care less. Yes, I care less. Because this is the equation. It's the priorities equation. I care less, but it means that I care more for other things. You see, we live in this time of age that we are bombarded with so much information you know? So I have all this much information in my head, then I go to sleep and then I dream about this stuff. I have them circulating in my mind. I don't want that. I want to think about the things that I want to think. Which is, as I said, I care less about what's going on in the world. It's not really what's going on in the world. Because what's going on in the world, think about it logically. It's endless. Endless what's going on in the world. Like, I cannot see in 1 hour of the news what's going on in the world. I just see what they chose to see. And I have no control over it. Okay, I know what you might say. Every once in a while you have an elections going on and you want to put your vote. Amazing, I vote. But this is the only moment when I have control. So just before the election, I make my decision, I do some research, I can ask other people, I can read some newspaper, just then. And probably then I give you some tape. I have certain friends that know what's going on a little bit more than me, so I ask them. But I don't need to know what's going on in the world for all the, 3-4 years between elections. It's just not helpful for me. And as I said, I care less. I care less because there are other things that I just care more about them. This is what the no routine is about. Do you remember last episode? We spoke about the small bad habits, the mini bad habits. But then we said they are not really bad habits. They are mini, not helpful habits. They are habits that we care less about them, because when we cut them off, we have more time for the things that we do care about. So I'll be very blunt, very direct with you. I just care less. I'd rather think about my children's challenges. I'd rather think about my own challenges. I'd rather think about my family. And I know some of you might say, I want to feel connected to the world. I want to feel connected. I want to know. I want to be updated with what's going on in the world. So the news, at least for me, it's not really what's going on in the world. And I want to feel connected to my own world. I want to go deep inside to understand my dreams a little bit better. I want to be connected more to my family. I want to be connected more with my friends. I know to know their challenges. I want to step in and help them. We have limited amount of time, and especially today, too much information is going inside. So we need to prioritize. This is a very tough process, but this is about priorities. Yes, I care less about what's going on in the world. I care less to be connected with what's going on in the world. But I care more to be connected with my family, with myself, and also with you. With this process I'm doing here, sharing my day one journey. This is what I want to go to sleep. For example, last night, I want to go to sleep knowing what I want to share with you in the morning. This is why should I care? Why it should be helpful for me to know what's going on in some wars between like 2 or 3 countries. It's like I'm not having fun. Like, I don't like it that people are dying there, but me knowing about that, I cannot help them. I have no control. So it's not helpful for me and not helpful for them, because I cannot help them. For sure, not every day. So, that was my point for today. This is the reason why I decided to stop watching the news. Put very simply, it's just not helpful for me. I'd rather to put the time, energy in the stuff that are more important to me. Instead of feeling connected to the world, I want to feel connected to my own world, my own family, my own dreams, their dreams, my friends. This is, be honest with yourself, this is a game of priorities. You come back home after work, you put on to want to see the news. And then you see the news for 1 hour. This is 1 hour less than you being with your children, than you being with your wife. This is just 1 hour less. I urge you, I push you to be honest with yourself, with your priorities. What is really more important for you? Seeing 1 hour of random pieces of information about things that you have no control over, that 90% of it is negative. Or be an extra hour with your family, with your friends. Even give yourself a little bit, another hour of sleep, so for the next day you'll be more productive, more helpful. You'll have better mood to be with other people. This is a game of priorities. It's a tough game, but that's the game. You don't have endless time here. Choose wisely. Choose it wisely what to do with your time. Be honest with your priorities and walk your talk. If it's more important to you to be with your kids, and this is what you said to yourself right now, do it. Do it. Be with them more. If you want them to understand that they are important, let them know by action, by taking action, putting the time being with them. This is at least my point of view of the world. So, back to you. This is a pretty long episode. Back to you. I want you to, next time you are about to watch the news or you see someone else watching the news, just raise the level of awareness. Raise the level of awareness and ask yourself, is it helpful for me to watch the news, or there's something more important to me to do right now? Just ask yourself this question and let your mind and heart tell you the answer. That's my task for you for today, and let's meet tomorrow for the next episode in the series, the no routine, the stuff that we choose not to do every day. See you in the next episode, and have a great and amazing day one.